Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1992 film School Ties, starring Brendan Fraser, the only decent movie Brendan Fraser's ever done. Also stars Matt Damon, Chris O'Donnell, Ben Affleck, Amy Locane, from the original cast of Melrose Place. For this movie, we're going to be more appropriate than discussing a school movie when kids are going back to school, or those who've already been back to school already. Discuss the school movie. Of course, School Ties is about Brendan Fraser playing a Jewish student who got recruited to go to this fancy prep school in the Boston area, so he can play football for a senior year in high school, get high school credit, and maybe have a chance to go to Harvard. But the problem is that the school is very anti-Semitic, and the Brendan Fraser character, he knows that that as a fact, so his religion doesn't tell anybody what his religion is, because of course he got severe backlash over it. But then somebody let the word slip. One of the administrators of the school let it slip out that Brendan Fraser's character is Jewish, and we already have him here so he can play on the football team. And we wanted to beat this particular school, and we can't without a good quarterback. And Brendan Fraser is a good quarterback, and so we down for that, just for that purpose. Not only is he a good student, but also for the quarterback position as well. And of course, it's got Matt Damon, who was the backup quarterback, who was replaced by a Brendan Fraser character, and it was anti-Semitic to the tilt in this thing, his character is. So running around the whole school that this guy was Jewish, so he gets so Brendan Fraser's character gets all kinds of anti-Semitic abuse. One kid goes, "Ha, Jew!" It's pronounced as sneeze, but he says a Jew instead of "ha-chew." Another one put a sign of a swastika over his bed in the dorms, and to give him all kinds of anti-Semitic abuse in the whole movie. The only one who laid down the anti-Semitic stuff was Chris O'Donnell, who was Brendan Fraser's roommate, and so he, laid off of him because the anti-Semitic stuff. As soon as he found out he was Jewish, he said, "Okay, it's not appropriate anymore." But everybody else was giving him crap about constantly harassing him, and Amy Locane's character first fell in love with him, and then when he found out that he was Jewish, she broke off the relationship, and he said, "I'm getting crap from my friends. My mother almost died when she found out I was dating a Jew, and my other friends can say, oh, there's nose getting in the way when he was kissing you, and so I can't." And so she goes, "I can't deal with that stuff, so I have to break it off." And so what did you tell me you were a Jew? He said, "I shouldn't have to." And he said, "Oh, you hid the fact of what religion you were, didn't you?" He goes, "Well, yeah, I never told you what my religion is." "Yeah, so? And they're saying any kind of crap about your religion, why are you giving me crap about mine?" And and all this type of back and forth stuff that's been happening. And of course, towards the end of the film, they had the finals, and there was one particular story on the Matt Damon character. He cheats. He cheats off his roommate. He comes off his roommate's notes, make what he call crib sheets. He had in the palm of his hand, and he's looking at to cheat on the answers of the final. And the teacher in the class found crib sheets, and he says, "Oh, I know some of you has cheated." And Brendan Fraser saw Matt Damon cheat. So he says, "Oh, I saw him cheat." And then Matt Damon turning around on him because since he was a Jew, oh, the Jew cheated. The Jews always try to finagle stuff and to find all sorts of ways to get around stuff, and that's what he was doing. And all the other students wanted Brendan Fraser to be expelled, be thrown out of the school because he cheated. Even though we all know he didn't. That's why I'm out, because he was a Jew. And Chris O'Donnell says, look, that's because he's Jewish doesn't mean he didn't do it. And he said, and he goes, and believe in Brendan Fraser, and believe that he's telling the truth. And I'm not going to kick him out of the school. He should not be kicked out. And he says, yeah, but he's a Jew. He lied about what he is. Oh yeah? How do I know you're not lying about who you are? And all this back and stuff's going on. And Chris O'Donnell was really the first one, or really the only one, was defending Brendan Fraser's character in this. And there was another character, who, Matt Damon's roommate, also kind of figured out what was going on, and he didn't have anything, any part of it either, what was going on. So, but everybody else voted that Brendan Fraser should admit what he did, and then later on found out that Matt Damon's roommate admitted that he also saw Matt Damon's character cheat. So you now have two people saying that he cheated, that Matt Damon cheated. And so the head of the school wanted to apologize to Brendan Fraser's character and says, look, I know you didn't cheat, yada yada yada, and I want to apologize for all the stuff you're dealing with. So Brendan Fraser says, I know why you brought me here. You brought me here for football. And for football only. And he goes, yeah, well, I'm using you the same way you're using me. So what do you mean? I'm using you to get into Harvard. And despite all the crap, all the anti-Semitic crap I've been dealing with, I'm still going to get into Harvard. And so he walks out, and Matt Damon's character got kicked out of school. And in the last scene, Matt Damon says to Brendan Fraser, he said, look, no matter what, I'm getting into Harvard no matter what. Because I come from a rich family, my parents would get me in no matter what. No matter what happens. So I'm still going to get into Harvard before you do. You're still nothing but a kite. So Brendan Fraser, oh, you're still a prick. That time back and forth. That's pretty much how the movie ended. But it still doesn't. You still don't find out if Brendan Fraser's character actually did get into Harvard. That you never see in the end of this movie. The movie could have been maybe another 5 minutes long, 5 or 10 minutes long. And I thought the movie was like too short. And also it was too short with all the anti-Semitic, so they didn't go further enough with that. I'm sure nowadays Brendan Fraser's character will probably crack up, go to school with a gun and shoot up everybody. There'll be more, in this day and age. But at that time, they didn't have mass school shootings back then, in the 50s. But it would have been better if that had happened in this movie. Just find out if Brendan Fraser did get into Harvard. And we're funny to see if Matt Damon's character didn't get in. That also would have been funny. But as a movie, it is a stereotypical movie like this. But it is a good movie, and like I said earlier, it's the only movie that Brendan Fraser gave a good performance in. So that's my review of the movie School Ties. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at O'ReillyC.com. It's all WDY, and that's C.com. Homepage of another reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.